looking for real coffee. Have you got any?
Room service is a bit patchy, I'm afraid, unless it's an old packet.
Oh, I'll have instant.
And a bit of a fiddle when you're rushing around in the morning. I get some in if you like it.
Do you want coffee or tea?
I'll have the same as you. I meant what I said last night, you know.
I know you did.
Well, what do you think?
I just don't want to rush anything. I'm really enjoying life at the moment, more than I have done in ages. I don't want to spoil that.
Well, it's not as if we don't know each other.
Yeah, well, there's the rub. I'd hate for it to go wrong again. I don't want to go through another breakup like that. It might be another 7 years before we're speaking again if that happens.
Well, isn't that a risk that we have to take?
It's a pretty big risk given our track records.
You've got to move somewhere. I mean, where are you going to live?
I've no idea.
And it's not as if our track record is all that bad. I mean, it wasn't my fault that Denise went off with a Dalek. And Samir, well... I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay. You're not being insensitive. It's just been on my mind a lot this morning for some reason. I think that's why I wanted the coffee. It was one of our little luxuries. Reminded him of home. I suppose what I'm trying to say is I'm just not sure if I'm ready or not yet, Ken. Anyway, there's the kettle. You've got bread, I hope?
Yes, I think I do run to that.
I'll make us some toast.
Still don't get it. 1 minute is about to close the factory down, next minute everything's hunky-dory.
Yeah, we're laying off half the workforce and scrambling round trying to find new orders. I wouldn't say that were hunky-dory, would you? Anyway, if you don't get some results soon, you will be closing down.
So who's this new customer then?
No, I didn't say. But, well, it's a start, isn't it?
Dodgy Fashions Limited, if I know Baldwin.
Oh, Kevin, don't be so snide. I am grateful I've still got a job. If you had any sense, you'd be exactly the same. See you later.
See ya.
Pooh!
Oh, Bill, I beg your pardon.
There's some nasty twiddly bits, you know, on them bollards out corner. You don't know when to go walking into them, you know. You all right, Roy?
You went out before the postman came, I think.
This morning I did, yeah.
We've all had one. Yours is on the hall table. I assume the contents are the same.
Notice to quit.
First to lose the cafe.
What have we done?
Well, Mr. Baldwin's in financial difficulty. I assume he's selling.
Oh, great. What are we going to do?
That's just what I were pondering. Still, you do have a port of call if all else fails.
Maureen? Well, I won't be too sure. It's not as easy as that, you know.
I thought you were close.
Well, yeah, but I can't just impose myself. I mean, she might not want it. Anyway, it's not her house, lad, it's Maud's.
I see.
So, what are you going to do?
I don't quite know. It's all a bit of a bombshell. Still, I'm sure something will turn up. I'll see you later.
Yeah, see you, Roy.
Look, I'm sorry if I'm jumping the gun.
No, I didn't mean it to come out like that. Look, I'm not saying I can't do it because I'm not over Sam here. I mean, that was all 1.5 years ago now. Can't live in the past forever. But it would be the first time I'd lived with anyone since he died. A few ghosts are bound to be disturbed.
But you're not saying no?
I'm certainly not saying that.
Any news?
Yeah, mortgages have gone up. There's been a fire in
If I
Rochdale.
wanted stand up, I'd go to Shirelles, thanks. You know what I mean.
No, there's nothing.
Well, no news is good news. Have you tried one of them kits?
Oh, I can't be doing with all that.
Oh, no, they really work. They're dead accurate now.
You still have to go to the doctors and get it rubber stamped.
Well, yeah.
I don't care how good people say they are. Save me money.
The little girl wouldn't be scared of what she might find, would she?
You could be right.
Oh, come on, Judy. I thought you wanted a baby. You've been trying long enough.
Yeah, but... you try and no happens, and you start to think, am I that sorry? Then you get used to the idea of not having one. Then you think you might be pregnant after all, and Oh, I'm just confused, man.
Everybody feels like that, especially with the first. It's a big step. One day you want it, next day you don't. All that changes when the baby arrives.
I'm still worried I'm undoing it for hard, Gary.
Well, you never know. Whoever buys it might take you on.
Perhaps.
Hey, don't turn your nose up at it.
I'm not. I can't afford to, can I?
No.
It's just unlikely, that's all. I mean, whoever has that sort of money to splash out isn't going to want to keep this place on, are they? They'll rip everything out, take on new staff, everything. And anyway, even if they do keep me on, it's not the same, is it, working for somebody else?
No. There's no guarantee it's going to be another calf come to that.
Well, absolutely. It could be a shop, travel agents, anything.
Well, we're going to have to pull something out of the bag, aren't we? I mean, surely there's something.
The bag's empty, Martin. We've tried everything.
Well, you've got to talk to Alma again, haven't you?
And say what?
I don't know. There must be some way around it. I mean, the amount of time you've known each other. I mean, you can't just blow it all away because of a row.
It was more than a row, Martin.
Yes, and that's what it comes down to. Look, she's acting on rebound. I tell you, 6 months' time, she'll regret all this.
Less than 6 months, if I know Alma.
Well, can't you just make her see that? Hey? I mean, it's like when you're a kid and you fall out with all your mates, you take your football home, but you get home, you realise you've got no one to talk to. But you're too proud to come back and talk to them, aren't you? And that's what Alma's like. She just wants somebody to get her off the hook. Give her a way out.
Well, I suppose I could try just one more time.
Yeah, just eat a bit of humble pie. Give way to her, whatever. Well, it can't do any harm, can it?
Don't have any choice, do I?
Not really, no.
Look after the counter. I'll give her a ring.
Good.
It's good.
You all right, Ida?
Yeah, I was just saying how lucky we were.
Oh, what? To have a job?
Well, that as well. No, I meant working for a crook. They're good together now, though.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, he knows how to pull a few stunts to keep this place going. All right, I've cried him down over years for being a crafty devil. But it's working in our interest now.
I wouldn't let him hear you talking like that.
Listen, if he didn't think he could make a go of it, he'd cut his losses and sell up. He's not one to take a risk. He's got some up his sleeve. At my words.
Ida, if you have anything to say, I suggest you go and talk to Mr. Baldwin. The last thing he wants to do is compromise his staff. He would rather let them go than do that. But if you are grateful to have a job, I'd keep it buttoned.
Well, who wants to talk to Baldwin when we've got her?
How's the feet?
I almost recognise them.
Do it again next Sunday if you like.
Oh, I'm working, I'm afraid. What a shame. How about next Friday? Free then?
My turn to work, sorry.
Saturday? What full lives we both lead.
You could keep trying.
I'm running out of days here. Monday?
Self-defence class.
Self-defence?
Yeah, it's good fun. Come along if you like.
Oh, it's not just for women then?
No, even men can do it.
I meant, is it a women's class?
I know what you meant. No, it's mixed.
Well, I have to think about it. I might take you up on that.
Yeah?
I might have to if I want to see you before next Christmas.
Yes, Roy.
I'd like some indigestion tablets if you have any.
Oh, you're not feeling well?
Oh, it's nothing I've eaten. I just feel a bit out of sort. I find with me, anxiety settles on the stomach.
Oh, it's £1.30. What's happening?
It appears I'm being evicted.
Oh, no, what's that for?
Oh, well, we think Mr. Baldwin's selling up. We've all had the same notice.
Is Bill going too?
Oh, Bill, Mrs. Rashid.
Oh, where will you go?
I've not really thought about it. I'm still coming to terms with the shock. Oh, well, look, I'm late for the cafe already.
Oh, I'm sorry, Roy.
Oh, not to worry. The tablets will assist.
Alma, thank goodness you came. You got any message?
I did.
It's madness, what we're doing.
I'm afraid that's not why I'm here, Gail.
Good for parking.
Yes, we're quite lucky there. This is Gail, who has a share in the cafe, Paul Buckley.
Hi. Paul is the development manager at Pizza Heaven.
The chain?
We're looking for an outlet in Weatherfield. Seen a few places in the last 6 months, but they've not been right. It's pretty busy.
Yeah, well, we've got lots of shops and small businesses around here. We get drivers, school kids, people doing their shopping.
It is the whole property, yeah?
Yes, a cafe down here and there's a flat upstairs. So, where would you like to start? So then, what do you think?
I'd like one of my colleagues to look it over if that's okay.
So you might be interested.
I wouldn't waste his time if I wasn't.
Isn't it a bit small?
Are you trying to put me off?
No, it's just that I don't want to waste 2 months with it off the market while you find somewhere else and decide this isn't right.
Listen, we need somewhere up and running by Easter. If we decide to go for this, I want to close the deal in the next fortnight.
Well, suits me, yes.
The size is perfect. Most of the business will be takeaway. Deliveries, bikes, that sort of thing. There's no market round here for a big restaurant. How are you fixed tomorrow?
Free all day.
Can I ring you?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm sure Mick will be okay. Well, unless there's something on the survey. No, it looks good.
Right, well then I'll see you tomorrow.
You will?
Bye.
I hope this is what you want, Elmer.
Gail, look, we've been through all this.
This has been your life, Elmer. 9 to 5, 6 days a week for all these years. And whatever you think now, it's going to leave a massive hole. If you're making a mistake, you're going to be a long time regretting it.
So, Stephen didn't come up with the money then?
We've time to mend this.
Gail, I've got no option.
Apologies for being late.
It's all right, Roy.
Mrs. Baldwin, I had a letter from your husband this morning, as you probably know.
Yes, he's very sorry, Roy.
There's no chance he could reconsider selling. It's just that it's been my home for 5 very happy years now. It's going to be a big upheaval.
He's selling the flat.
No, I'm afraid there's nothing he can do about it. We need the cash, he's got a buyer, and yes, it is unfortunately vacant possession.
He couldn't wait for someone who'd leave them as they are.
Well, that could take months, and no, we've got to do it right now.
I see.
I'm sorry, Roy, believe me. I'm sorry about a lot of things. But that's how it is.
Foxes have holes, and the birds of the air have nests.
What?
Just me rambling. I'll go and put my pinny on.
Wish me luck.
Oh, of course, it's tonight. Yes, what time?
7:30.
I can't tell you how much I appreciate it.
Look, save it until after the meeting. I can't promise anything.
No, but you're very persuasive when you want to be.
Am I, Karen?
In the nicest possible way.
Well, you must tell me more about that sometime.
Oh, good luck for tonight, anyway.
I'll do my best.
Imagine snogging that. Oh, Belle, can't be much fun for him either, come to that. I mean, sex over 30 ought to be banned, it's disgusting. He must be two-timing Specky Four Eyes in the travel agents. That's his ex-wife and all. There's no respect for sanctity of divorce. Well, Draffers must know about her. I know, she's their mistress and all. You think she'd set an example, wouldn't you? Not go sleeping around. Well, if she can do it, why can't you? What? If Draffers can share Barlow with his ex, you can share Ashley with Maxine. Half a bloke's better than none.
Oh dear me, you know, I'm very disappointed. I really am, Mrs. Baldwin, because you're one of the few places round here where you could get decent English cooking.
Well, it never stopped you complaining about it before.
I mean, pizza, that's not a real pizza. It's just a glorified Welsh rarebit with a few leftovers chucked on.
I realise your predicament, but the cafe will be missed.
Well, that's one of the reasons, you know, the Italians caved in. Diet. Too much studs. It bunged them up. Now, where your Jerry had his sauerkraut and it kept him redly. More alert then, you see. You'll not catch me in there.
So, Tell me more.
About the self-defence. I didn't think you'd be interested.
Then why ask me to come?
I've only been going about 5 weeks. I'm still a beginner.
Is this to help you fight off the men?
There's a psychology behind it as well, you know. It's not just about rolling on the floor.
Careful, you might talk me out of it.
So, you fancy giving it a try then?
Yeah, why not?
You look quite fetching in a pair of pyjamas. Because that's what you have to wear before you buy all the gear.
You don't need a gym mat to see me in pyjamas.
It'll do for a start.
I don't mind if I escape Mr. Sutton for a few minutes.
What bee has he got in his bonnet this time?
The ruination of Italy by its cuisine. Makes sense, I suppose. It's hardly surprising they built eyesores like Venice or Florence when you look at what they eat.
What's brought this on?
Oh, Alma selling the cafe to a pizza chain, apparently.
What?
It's all part of the new Slimline Baldwin Enterprises.
I've been on the receiving end of that. He's selling the flats. We've all been given notice.
Mike Baldwin sneezes and Weatherfield catches cold. What will you do?
Well, that's what I've just been pondering. Ken wants me to move back in with him.
And will you?
Oh, Emily, I don't know what to do. Part of me's tempted, part of me's once bitten. And another part of me says, why not up and go? Leave Weatherfield altogether and start afresh. I had thought of moving nearer to Tracy.
But I thought you and Ken were...
An item after 2 months. I suppose we are. Ken certainly seems to think so. The question is, do I?
Any luck?
Nah, not really. How you fix for a bit of overtime?
Overtime? You were laying everybody off yesterday.
Oh, no, not for them, just you, this weekend.
Well, what doing?
Well, I need someone to help me load the van on Friday after work, just for a few hours. Then on Sunday, you and me go out and try and offload some of that gear.
But that stuff's for the new order.
Oh, yeah, but I mean, it fell through, didn't it? I've got to try and offload it somewhere else.
Oh, no. Well, what does that mean, then?
Well, it just means you and me going around the market stalls, right? And the second shops. It just means you helping me hunt the gear and smiling at the punters. Are you on?
Well, I'll have to ask Kevin, but I suppose it'll be all right.
You look worried.
That new order did exist, didn't it? Oh, Mr. Baldwin!
Well, I can't tell people there's nothing there, Sally. Word will get round and I'll be finished. Did you know? Did you know that Marks and Spencer started from a little market stall? Did you know that?
Yeah, but you're not just starting off, though.
No, I'm surviving, which is why I need your help. I also need you to keep stum. All right. Well, you wrap yourself up on Sunday, because it's going to be nippy.
Is it true this is going to be a pizza heaven?
Discussions are in progress.
Get some decent food in here for a change. Oh, might brighten the place up and all. It's like a morgue in here sometimes.
Well, you'll certainly know what to expect as far as the food's concerned. It tastes the same wherever you buy it, after all.
What's wrong with that?
Oh, nothing. If you like homogeneity.
You are?
I read somewhere they make up the tomato base at a factory in Walsall. It's shipped each week across the country in gallon tins. The toppings are assembled in Leicester, I believe. The franchisee takes a short course in how to put the ingredients together, and hey presto, another dozen cafes in the chosen area go bust over the next 12 months.
Should give people what they want then, shouldn't they?
Ah, freedom of choice.
Absolutely.
And what happens when Pizza Heaven and all the other chains have taken over everywhere? Where's your freedom of choice then?
That isn't going to happen, stupid.
I believe they said that about the grey squirrel.
Nutter.
You'll find somewhere.
Oh, I dare say. But it won't be that particular place, will it?
Well, it wasn't so wonderful, was it?
That is not the point. With respect. I'm a creature of habit. I like the familiar. My fitted cupboard, for instance, where I keep my old newspapers, I won't find that in the new place, will I? I buy the Times on auspicious occasions. First Man on the Moon, Great Storm, that sort of thing.
You'll soon make it feel like home. Might be even better.
Yes, I must look on the bright side. They planted new trees after the Great Storm, didn't they?
I believe they did. Quite a few, as I remember.
So, there's always hope.
You're quiet.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong then?
No. Should there be?
So, you haven't been evicted?
Oh, you know about that then?
It is true. Why didn't you tell me?
Look, I didn't want to worry you. Look, it's no big deal. I've got 2 months' notice. Plenty of time to find somewhere. And I'm glad to be out of there, to be honest.
Where will you go?
The place is all over, isn't there? You know, it won't kill me, you know. I mean, I've been here before.
So everything's all right then?
Yeah.
Good.
Have you noticed aught different about our Judy?
Funny you should mention that. She started growing hers on the palm of her hands, padding round backyard on all fours. And last night, I caught her howling at the moon. Well, what do you mean different?
Well, what do you think, Anne-Marie?
She's not.
She might be. Keep it to yourself, I've said no. But if you have hit the jackpot, you're going to have to get your kid gloves on.
Well, that fella's done it, because that's what we'll be having. A kid.
They try and knock you down, you know. They're sharks, the big boys.
Yeah, well, let's just wait till they make an offer. But, you know, bird in the hand.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Oh, by the way, what did Madam have to say?
Gail?
Yeah.
She asked me if I was sure I wanted it, told me I'd regret it, and then Roy started pleading for you to change your mind.
You know, they must think we're enjoying all this.
We'll come through all this, won't we, Mike?
We've got to, sweetheart. We've just got to.
I'm just marking some GCSE projects that I'm quite glad to be disturbed.
Oh? Job satisfaction not what it was? Maybe you should be thinking of early retirement.
Only joking.
And there's me fighting your corner.
Not a bad lot this year, actually. So, you've had the meeting then?
Yes. I was just passing, so I thought I'd pop in and let you know the outcome. Wasn't easy. But they came round to my way of thinking eventually.
Oh, can't thank you enough for this, Sue.
Well, I just stressed the contribution you'd made over the years and continue to make. It's people like you who give stability to a school. Now, that is very important these days.
So, who?
Ray Crabtree and Sandra Carr. They look like drawing the short straws, I'm afraid.
Good teachers.
Yeah. I'm going to be very sorry to lose them. Still, it has to be someone.
Oh, can I get you a drink or anything?
No, I won't stop, thanks. I've got an awful lot of paperwork to do this evening. And I've got to work out how to tell Ray and Sandra as well.
Yes, quite. Well, thanks again. Can't tell you what a relief this is. I think I owe you one.
Yes, Ken. I think perhaps you do.